shuddering, crying in fear, curling up in a fetal position, and sleeping with the lights on. Movies, games, and TV shows are filled with the stuff of nightmares. Here are 9 of the most terrifying foes we've ever seen. Pennywise the Clown from It is the embodiment of every nightmare you've ever had. He's arguably Stephen King's most terrifying villain. With his white face, red nose, and sharp yellow teeth, Pennywise is the reason you'll still feel cautious around sinks, drains, and of course, balloons. The Flukeman from the X-Files is essentially a man-sized maggot, stark white with a disgusting gaping maw lined with fangs. He hides in sewer systems and eats municipal workers. What's worse, he injects larvae into his victims that survive. One scene literally shows a man vomiting out a giant slug and dying. No fictional invention can terrify someone more than Maximilian, the towering silent robotic assassin from the black hole. Maximilian swooped noiselessly over the cheesy Disney melodrama like a hunting bird of prey, a dark, sinister entity whose haunting presence felt terribly at odds with the film's low-budget sci-fi tone. He's a robot so evil that at the end of the movie you actually see him absorbing his creator and ruling over hell. Shelob's scenes from Return of the King can be awful for an arachnophobe to watch. Peter Jackson has said in interviews that he channeled his own arachnophobia into Shelob's design, and it shows. She's fast, she's hideous, and she's completely horrifying. Jaws made an entire generation afraid to swim in the ocean thanks to Steven Spielberg's masterful thriller. A relentless force of nature with an insatiable hunger for human flesh, this great white shark terrified the residents of Amity Island and the entire movie-going world. Nothing provides shudder fuel more than the angry sun in Super Mario Bros. 3. There's no telling what Mario did to earn its fiery wrath, but the sun has it out for him. It's like a Terminator, it comes after you repeatedly, determined to kill you, your family, your dog, and everything else you hold dear. The angry sun may not look very scary, but its ability to dive bomb you dead instantly makes it one of the most terrifying creatures in all of video games. Unlike Freddy or Jason, Michael Myers is not out for revenge or to wreak mischief. He spends all of Halloween quietly stalking Laurie Strode, watching her in class, observing her from across the street, waiting. Myers kills with ferocious brutality, but perhaps the most unnerving aspect of all comes when his mask slips briefly in the final act, and he's revealed to be a normal-looking guy who could have easily been one of Laurie's friends. In a horror landscape filled with scorned, tortured, old female ghosts, Bathsheba rules the undead kingdom. Not only does she hover a few inches from your face, but her piercing eyes and shrill shriek certainly don't help the situation. The Thing manages to mix body horror, paranoia, and a palpable sense of dread and wrap them up in the most disgusting amalgam of human, animal, and alien parts. Its monsters are familiar enough to be recognizable and alien enough to be extremely unsettling. Those are some of the foes that terrify us the most. What creatures, villains, and enemies bring about terror for you? Let us know in the comments, and for all things terrifying, stick with IGN.